What's up, YouTube? Here we are, raining, Sunday. I don't know what day it is. It's June the 2nd. Here we are at this old car again. Front wheels are back on it. Everything is tied on the motor. Everything is pretty much done on it. I just got to tidy up my electric choke wire. I just kind of ran one to see how it was going to work out, what adjustments I need to make to that. Brakes are bled. Other than that, I've got everything. The suspension's tight. Everything's tight. Cotter pins are in place. I got to add a little bit of water to the reservoir. But for the most part, this car is ready to go. So I do have to find a place to put it in the dry. Just, given that the way the hood is made and stuff, water will just run right down in the engine. Okay. Today, the plan. I don't plan on, obviously it's raining. I'm not jumping in this car and taking off. I'm not even driving this car today. Here's our plan. Got the biggest mess in the world to clean up, right? Did you do it? Lens is a little dirty. So I'm out here trying to clean, some cars are missing. The maroon car, I moved it out of the way. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it. Needs strut tire fixed on it and stuff like that. Yellow convertible, we got it posted for sale. I just had to do some soul searching and I'm just not gonna fix this car as much as I want to. Kill me to uncover this car and see this car. I thought, man, I just strip that old dog yellow primer or paint off that thing and put it back to a good color. I'd love to keep it, but I don't have enough life in me. So there's Cherry Bomb. He's parked out there because he's leaving. A good friend of mine's been after that car since he's seen it, and I just would never let it go because, that was 606 Garage's race car, right? Well, finally I was just like, you know what, take it. So he's coming to get that car this coming week. Now I'll show you this. Now this is a factory, and I just ran the VIN on it. This is a true factory 85 5.0 stick shift car. This is definitely one of my holy grail cars. Now, he did tube the front end on it. It does have full cage in it. And when I mean a full cage, it's not like a super crazy cage, but it's can't put a dash in it. It's got the bar across that. Now I am going to be removing the cage, knowing that this is a factory 5.0 5-speed coupe in the original paint. Doesn't look like it's been painted. If it has, it's been skimmed here and there, but for the most part, this car's in original paint. Somebody cut a sunroof in it. I'm gonna put a new roof skin on it. I have a roof skin. I'm not gonna put a new roof skin. I'm gonna put a roof skin on it. And I have one up there. I'm actually in the process of stripping that car right now. That's actually an 85 coupe. Capri, that red Capri's almost stripped. Got lucky on it. Rear end that was in it, and it was somebody professionally set it up, but it had the Richmond gears in. They're old gears because the number just would not come up, so it had to do the old counting the teeth thing. Richmond's changed their numbers over the years, and the numbers that's on there, I couldn't even find them. So we had to count the teeth, and somebody ground a spot in the gear and etched in what the backlash was set at and all this. It's professionally set up. It's starting to hit me that I don't have the time to fix the cars that I want to. So I'm definitely gonna pick and choose what I want to fix. And this gray car right here is nice. It's like a charcoal gray, and it's a shell. It's stripped. It's a nice car. I have everything to put this thing back together. Now, when I bought the car, it has all the body panels with it. It has none of the interior. The red coupe, the 90 model coupe that I went to close to Myrtle Beach and bought that turned out to be a big hole, just a turd. That's gonna be Cherry Bomb's replacement. It's red coupe. I've got a gallon of red paint that I mixed up. When I bought this shop off Dad, I took all the red paints that he had on the shelf, mixed them together, and it turned into a beautiful, like, candy apple red. And I got a whole gallon of it. That's what color we're gonna call it Cherry Bomb 2. Because I think Jansen's gonna keep the name Cherry Bomb for his. So we're gonna kind of do a twinsy thing in, but I think he's gonna LS that car. So, you know, we can't all be straight. The blue car is a driveway build. Let me show you. So this car is set right here since Mother's Day of last year. Anything that's been done to it, I've done to it sitting right here. It's got an 8.8 rear end I put in it. Yeah, just stupid stuff. Playing with the tack mounting and stuff now. But a great friend of mine gave me the back wheels. I had the front wheels already, so I put new tires on it. I bought this front bumper out of Ohio. Pretty nice, right at the edge of Ohio there. Pretty nice front bumper. Of course, this hood turned out really good. This is, you know, it fits really good. It's not perfect by no means, but this is a Champion fiberglass hood. $300. Looks okay. Now Robbie Farrell is the guy that gave me the back wheels. He also hooked me up with this engine. Now these valve covers are actually going to go to him. I threw them on here and he actually can use them. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give them back to him, or give them to him. So, but this car is super rust free. Super. Now there's a little rust right there, but we'll fix that. This is an 86 coupe. It was on one. I'm not sure. So I've actually got a 5-speed sitting in it. It didn't have front seats when I got it. Now I've got a set of front seats for these, but I also bought these off the same fella that I bought the front bumper off of. They don't match the back. The pattern is different. But I do have the matching front seats for that I bought before I bought these. But there's a set of pedals in the floor over there for it. So she's coming around. Robbie hooked me up with a back bumper. I mean, if it wasn't for Robbie, this car would be sitting the same as it always was. So, he's definitely got this car turned around for me. All right, there's Miley, old girl. Hi, honey. That's my girl. That's my girl. You rotten thing. You rotten thing. This old dog, she likes to go lay in mud holes and roll around. She's had a good life. She's 13 years old. She's on the ground. Maiden voyage. Oh, she's hasn't been started for a little bit. It's okay.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. It might be out of gas.
Well, let's roll as far as we can. You might make it to.
I'll just go right here.
But if you're out of gas, you need to roll into a gas station.
It ain't rolling that good. That was our maiden voyage of the Capri. It did well, other than the fact that we ran out of gas. She's got a full tank of premium now. I'm just gonna finish up this spoiler, get this finished bolted on and stuff. And I'm very happy that I got something to cruise in. It went around town just fine. It was fun. I'm just going to take a look at everything again. Rear end made no noise. Can't believe it. Transmission shifts great. It feels good and strong and solid. Everything was good. Everything was good. I had to add a little oil to it. It didn't lose oil. I didn't have enough in it. Anyway, I got 1 or 2 leaks on the water pump gasket. So I think with a couple heat cycles and a retorque, I'm talking about where it bolts to the timing cover. I think it just a couple heat cycles and tighten it down, it'll be just fine. Other than that, I just got to clean the inside of the car out. My oil level's where it needs to be. Antifreeze, everything is good. I'm going to add a little bit of antifreeze to it. I'm going to add a little power steering fluid to it. And I'm telling you, we're in business. We're going to clean the car up, get like all the greasy fingerprints and stuff off of it. And call it good. Call it good. Move on to the next one. I'm going to tell you, I learned a lot on this, but I'm super happy with the way this thing runs. Super happy with that clutch. Man, she's stuck good. Pulls extremely hard in 4th gear. And I'm going to give some credit to the flywheel, that chromoly flywheel, where it's lightened up a little bit. I have another set exactly like what we put in this car. I have another one put up, but I've got the 3 Hayes flywheels too. I really want to try them, but honestly, I love this car. I love how it runs. Now, the 456 years, that's too low. It's just too low, period. Driving through, there's a little radar thing up. In 5th gear, 2,500 RPMs, this car's running 50 miles an hour. And she's singing. I don't want to drive this car to Louisville at 4,000 RPMs going down the interstate all the way there. It's not going to happen. I am going to put a 373 gear rear end that come out of that old parts car. It looks good. Everything's tight, feels great. I'm going to clean it up, paint it, slide under this car, put my regular lug nuts back on it, and this is going to be done, cruiser. So it's time for the next chapter. Now I'm going to leave this rear end in this till I get the other one cleaned up. And there's a couple of, I got to get some vacuum ports lined out on this thing. The only thing I have on vacuum right now is my brakes. That's it. So just some really small stuff, really small stuff. Very happy, couldn't be happier. It's time to move on to something different. Now, this car right here is next. First of all, I got to clean this shop up. Now, a good friend of mine's got a coupe for sale, an 84 coupe. That he's fuel injected 5-speed, and I really want that car. So I am selling a few things to get what I need to get that car off him. Now that'll be a project later on down the road. But it'll actually probably come before the charcoal gray 85 that you all see that we just purchased. But I've learned a lot with this car. I love this combination. I love the way it sounds. And moving forward, this is probably how I'm going to do all the cars. So you have plenty of GT40 heads, plenty of GT40 motors. Only thing I really had to buy is camshafts. Now I've got the B cam for blue. I've got a hookup for doing the studs and guide plates on the small block Ford heads. So that's going to start happening relatively soon. This motor's tired, and this car doesn't hold good oil pressure. So we're going to hopefully get a year out of it. Just cruising around, not going to hot rod it. What you've seen in the video is about the most it's ever going to see if I can help it, because it is fun to drive. I am going to buy a new, I'm going to buy a new short block for this car. Probably buy a new set of aluminum heads for it. Stick the F cam back in it, and this car is going to be done. That's just all it is to it. The carburetor is a win, 100% a win. Single line's a lot easier to deal with than a dual line. I'm going to try to do some things to it. Dog's knocking on the door. I'm just over the top happy with this car. Blue's going to go together quick. Blue's going to happen out there in the driveway. Blue's not coming in here. Now, blue's going to have to come in here when we weld in the subframe connectors. And I'll probably put Torx box reinforcements in. I've only got 3 sets of Torx box reinforcements left, so got to be kind of particular. I am going to put some in that old race car back there that should have never been built without them. I don't know how people build race cars without putting Torx box reinforcements in these things or subframe connectors. Now, that car's got subframe connectors in. 1 bolt on each end. Might as well be a chain link. Does no good. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you hanging out with me, and I appreciate you hanging out with me till we got this Capri near the end, and it's time to move on to something else. Got my cruiser. She's not going far, but I got it. Guys, have a great weekend. Peace.